Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which...
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular, but in the playoffs, you'll take solid, and that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Love. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
No pain, no gain.
Out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Love. And he fires one incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Going back to Love. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Third down, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Able to slither by. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They find some open field here. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down. On second down, Love once more. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Working out of the gun, Love. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the 2 winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up, and during that decade, Seattle 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these 2, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones, who beat the Seahawks 28-23. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They run with Hunt. Shedding the tackle. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in the pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3-and-out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
But some bad teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They give to Dillon out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Love from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
Somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Are you kidding me?
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Wilson. Able to connect with Mims. 7 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Midfield now. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On the delay, here's Hunt. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they get rewarded. When you play a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. On 3rd down, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
That one to Swain complete.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's now it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Denzel Mims
There to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
We're going to look at Equinemius St. Brown as he and the rest of the crew march out onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure.
That's caught at the 25.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long. But I'm not sure the defense was expecting them to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Love with a give to Dillon.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Yeah, they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage for the offense getting it done?
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Operating from the gun. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the gun, Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Equinemius St. Brown, but now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Love. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson
looking for Hill again. This time it's complete.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
And the lead is up to 5. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And a holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. First down, Love to pass. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the 2nd of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Oh, you got to do better than that.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Gets this one to Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. To throw again is Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Got a man. It's Mims. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. Under
pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
That's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
They run once more with Dillon.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Working out of the gun. Love. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Try the jet sweep here.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there to pick up the 25. I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did. And
it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Yeah, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. All right, I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. To throw again, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've hit the back 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Packers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Going back to Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Love. He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To the air again, Love. Got a man. It's Tanyan, complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Packers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Following the interception, Love. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now a run with Dillon.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Love. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the one I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And that one drops incomplete as he got caught as he was throwing it.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 1st down, Hunt, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Love from the gun. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.